You are the master of your fate. Let's begin. Listen closely. Have you ever caught yourself saying, or even just thinking, I'll be happy when I get that promotion, or I'll start that business when I have more money, perhaps I'll finally feel confident when I lose these extra pounds? This is the subtle, pervasive, and profoundly costly trap that ensnares countless individuals. The illusion of waiting until. It's the belief that your desired future, your success, your happiness, your confidence, your wealth, is contingent upon some external event or circumstance shifting before you can embody the state of having already achieved it. You postpone your ideal self, putting your destiny on hold, convinced that reality must change first. This is not just a passive habit, it's an active sabotage of your own potential. By perpetually waiting for external validation or ideal conditions, you concede your power, becoming a passenger in your own life rather than the driver. Consider the insidious ways this waiting until mindset manifests, and the profound cost it exacts. Financial stagnation. You wait until you feel rich to act like a savvy investor, but without acting, you never build the financial habits that create wealth. Career frustration. You wait until you're given a leadership role to behave like a leader, but without demonstrating leadership qualities now, that role may never materialize. Personal unfulfillment. You postpone joy and contentment, telling yourself you'll be happy when a certain relationship or life event occurs, forever deferring your inner state to external whims. Wasted time and opportunity. Every day spent waiting is a day lost in proactive creation. Opportunities pass by because you haven't yet stepped into the vibrational alignment necessary to recognize or seize them. Reinforced doubt. The act of waiting reinforces the subconscious belief that you are not capable or worthy. Now, this lack of belief broadcasts a signal that repels the very outcomes you desire. The great achievers I studied did not wait for the perfect moment. They understood that the perfect moment is created by an inner decision, by an act of will, by a profound shift in mindset. They did not postpone their future selves. They became their future selves, even when their current circumstances seemed to contradict that reality. They recognized that the external world is largely a reflection of our internal convictions. To change the reflection, they knew they had to change the image projected. This is the core of the as-if principle. It's about seizing the reins of your inner world and declaring, through your thoughts, feelings, and actions, that your desired future is not some distant hope, but an already established reality within you. It's time to break free from the illusion of waiting until and begin living your future today. You now grasp the costly illusion of waiting until. The question then becomes, if I'm not waiting, what am I doing? The answer lies in one of the most profound, yet often misunderstood, principles of success and manifestation, the as-if principle. This isn't just positive thinking, it's a quantum leap of belief, an active internal reorientation that forces your outer reality to align with your inner conviction. Most people operate from the belief that seeing is believing. They wait for external evidence before they commit to a new belief. But I tell you, the masters of destiny understand the inverse. Believing is seeing. They generate the internal state first, knowing that the external manifestation will inevitably follow. Your mind, in its deepest workings, does not distinguish between an experience actually lived and one vividly imagined and felt with conviction. The subconscious mind, that powerful engine that governs your habits, attracts opportunities, and influences your very perception of reality, simply accepts the instructions you feed it. If you continually feed it the reality of lack, doubt, or waiting, that is precisely what it will work to maintain. However, when you begin to act as if your definite chief aim is already achieved, you do something remarkable. You program your subconscious. You bypass the conscious mind's doubts and limitations. By behaving, thinking, and feeling like the person who already has what they desire, you impress this new reality directly onto your subconscious. It then begins to rearrange your internal programming to match this new truth. You align your vibrational frequency. Everything in the universe operates on vibration. Your thoughts and emotions are powerful vibrational signals. When you genuinely embody the state of already having achieved your goals, you emit a high, clear frequency of abundance, confidence, or success. This frequency attracts experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with it. You bridge the future to the present. The as-if principle is the ultimate bridge between your desired future and your current reality. It pulls the energy of your future into your present moment, making it feel tangible, achievable, and inevitable. This eliminates the mental distance between where you are and where you want to be. You change your perceptions. When you operate from an as if mindset, your brain's filter, your reticular activating system, starts looking for evidence to support this new internal reality. You begin to notice opportunities, solutions, and resources that were always there, but previously invisible to your old mindset. The truly successful do not wait for circumstances to dictate their inner state. They deliberately cultivate the inner state that dictates their circumstances. They become what they desire, and then the outer world has no choice but to reflect that inner truth. Think of the actor who fully embodies a role. He doesn't just recite lines, he becomes the character. And in doing so, he convinces not only the audience but often himself of that reality. Your life is the greatest role you will ever play. By embracing the as if principle, you take a quantum leap in belief. You stop being a passive recipient of circumstances and become the active architect of your destiny, creating from the inside out. In the next section, I will give you the practical steps to embody this truth daily. You understand the profound power of the as if principle that you must first become internally what you desire to have externally. Now we move from theory to direct, practical embodiment. This is where your grand vision descends from the realm of thought and begins to meet the pavement of your daily actions. It's about consciously asking yourself, what would the man or woman who has already achieved my definite chief aim do today? Many individuals hold a mental image of their future self, but they fail to bridge the gap between that image and their present behavior. They imagine themselves confident, wealthy, or successful, but their daily habits remain those of their unachieved past. This disconnect creates friction, preventing the as if principle from taking full effect. Your goal is to align your present actions with your future identity. Every single day offers countless opportunities to make choices that are consistent with the person you are becoming, not just the person you have been. Here are concrete, actionable strategies for daily embodiment, allowing you to begin living as your future self, starting today. 1. Morning mind shift, the first 15 minutes. Before engaging with the world, spend 10-15 minutes acting as if. If your future self is financially free, how would they feel upon waking? Confident, calm, grateful. Embody that feeling. If your future self is a CEO, what thoughts would they prioritize? Strategic ones, visionary ones. Direct your thoughts accordingly. This sets your internal compass for the day. 2. Posture and presence. How would your future self carry themselves? With slumped shoulders and a tentative gaze, or with an upright posture, open body language, and direct eye contact? Consciously adjust your physical presence. Your physiology influences your psychology. Stand, walk, and sit like the person who has already achieved their definite chief aim. This simple act immediately boosts your confidence and project's authority. 3. Language and self-talk. Listen to your inner voice. Would your successful future self entertain self-doubt, negativity, or limiting beliefs? Unlikely. They use empowering, decisive language. Consciously choose your words both internally and externally. Replace "I can't" with "how can I?" Replace "I hope" with "I will." Speak about your goals as if they are already accomplished facts. 4. Decision-making filter. Before making any significant decision, pause and ask, what would the future me, who has already achieved definite chief aim, do in this situation? This isn't about reckless behavior. It's about making choices that align with your higher vision, pushing past fear, and opting for growth and opportunity over comfort and stagnation. 5. Invest in your resources, time, money, energy. How would your future self, who operates from a place of abundance and success, invest their time, their money, their energy? Would they waste hours on trivial distractions, or would they prioritize learning, networking, and direct action towards their goals? Would they hoard every penny out of fear, or strategically invest in growth and value creation? Align your resource allocation with your future identity. The disciplined mind understands that true transformation is not a single leap, but a consistent series of small, deliberate actions taken in alignment with a larger vision. By consistently practicing these embodiment strategies, you begin to live as if. You send clear, consistent signals to your subconscious mind and to the universe, accelerating the process of manifesting your definite chief aim. You are not waiting for your future. You are actively living it into existence, one conscious habit at a time. You are diligently applying the as if principle, living as your future self today. Yet there will be moments, perhaps many moments, when your current reality starkly contradicts your imagined destiny. You may be acting like a CEO, but your bank account screams otherwise. You may be embodying perfect health, but a lingering ache persists. This gap between your inner conviction and outer circumstance is fertile ground for doubt to take root. Many ambitious individuals falter here. They begin to act as if, feel good for a time, but then reality hits. The immediate results don't match the internal vision, and doubt whispers, "This isn't working. You're deluding yourself." This is the critical test of your commitment. The successful individuals I studied understood that this gap is not a sign of failure, but a natural, temporary phase in the manifestation process. They did not succumb to doubt. They bridged the gap with unwavering consistency and deliberate action. Here's how to navigate and overcome the gap, transforming doubt into fuel for your journey. 1. Acknowledge, don't dwell, the observer's mind. When doubt or conflicting evidence arises, acknowledge it without judgment. Say to yourself, "I see this current reality, but it is not my ultimate truth." This is where your unshakable mind from our previous discussion comes into play. You observe the gap without letting it pull you out of your as if state. 2. Double down on consistency. When doubt tries to creep in, that's precisely the moment to intensify your commitment to the as if principle. Speak your morning command with even greater conviction. Embody the posture of your future self more deliberately. Make one more decision consistent with your desired reality. Inconsistency is doubt's ally. Consistency is its destroyer. 3. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Shift your attention from when your definite chief aim will appear to how diligently you are embodying your future self today. Focus on the excellence of your daily habits, the integrity of your actions, and the strength of your belief. The outcome is a natural consequence of the process. Trust the process. 4. Seek and celebrate micro victories. The gap doesn't mean there are no signs of progress. Look for the small shifts. A new connection made, a subtle improvement in your skill, a moment of unexpected clarity, a new piece of information that appears. These are whispers from the universe confirming your alignment. Celebrate these micro victories. They reinforce belief and demonstrate that your actions are indeed creating momentum. 5. Reread and refeel your definite chief aim. When the gap feels too wide, return to your written definite chief aim. Read it aloud. Close your eyes and vividly feel what it will be like to have achieved it. Reignite the emotional charge. This recalibrates your internal compass and pulls your focus back to the desired end result, not the temporary current struggle. The disciplined mind understands that persistent, deliberate action in the face of temporary lack is the ultimate proof of faith, and faith, unwavering faith, is the bridge across any gap. Do not let the temporary appearance of the gap deter you. It is merely the space between your blueprint and its completed structure. By maintaining your as if state with unwavering consistency and taking deliberate, purposeful action, you actively bridge that gap, compelling your outer reality to conform to your inner conviction. You have understood the as-if principle. You've begun to embody your future self daily, and you are learning to bridge the gap of doubt with unwavering action. Now prepare to understand one of the most powerful consequences of this discipline, the magnetism of alignment. When your inner state, your beliefs, your feelings, your thoughts, your actions, aligns consistently with your desired outer reality, you become an irresistible magnet. The universe itself seems to conspire to deliver what you have already, through your conscious choice, become. Most people approach manifestation by trying to get something. They chase opportunities, force connections, and struggle against resistance. This is often an uphill battle because their inner state does not match their outward pursuit. They may desire wealth, but internally they vibrate with scarcity. They may desire a loving relationship, but internally they project fear of abandonment. The disconnect creates friction. But when you truly live as if, when your inner world is saturated with the feeling, conviction, and behavior of your desired future, you stop chasing. You start attracting. The universe does not give you what you want. It gives you what you are. Here's how the magnetism of alignment actively draws your destiny to you. 1. Vibrational resonance. Your as-if embodiment creates a strong, clear vibrational frequency. Like a tuning fork, it resonates with matching frequencies in the universe. If you consistently vibrate at the frequency of abundance, you will attract abundant circumstances, ideas, and people. If you vibrate at the frequency of confidence, confident opportunities will find you. This is not mysticism. It is a fundamental law of the universe. 2. Activated reticular activating system, RAS. As discussed previously, your RAS acts as a filter for your brain. When your inner state aligns with your future self, your RAS is programmed to spot opportunities that serve that identity. You will suddenly see solutions, notice advertisements, overhear conversations, or gain insights that were always there but previously filtered out. Your mind is now actively seeking and finding evidence for your new reality. 3. Unconscious behavioral shifts. When your subconscious is fully impressed with your as if state, it begins to influence your unconscious behaviors. You might intuitively speak with more authority, make bolder decisions without hesitation, or naturally gravitate towards environments and people that support your definite chief aim. These subtle shifts are often what tip the scales in your favor. 4. Synchronistic encounters. Life begins to present meaningful coincidences that serve your path. You might meet the exact mentor you need, hear the precise piece of advice that unlocks a solution, or find a critical resource appear just when you need it most. These are not random. They are the universe aligning circumstances to match your internal blueprint. 5. Perceived luck and opportunity. Others may look at your progress and call it luck, or being in the right place at the right time, but you will know it is the direct result of your inner alignment. Your consistent embodiment of your future self creates an internal readiness that allows you to recognize and seize opportunities that pass unseen by others. The masters understood that the path to achievement is not merely effort, but alignment. They first became, and then the path was cleared for what they desired to receive. By consistently living as if, you are not simply pretending. You are actively engaging the profound laws of the universe. You are broadcasting a powerful signal of your completed destiny, and the universe, in its infinite wisdom, will respond by drawing that destiny directly into your experience. You become an irresistible force, and your definite chief aim becomes an undeniable outcome. We have now explored the profound and transformative power of the as-if principle. 1. The illusion of waiting until, recognizing the costly trap of postponing your future self. 2. The quantum leap of belief, understanding how to program your subconscious by embodying your desired state now. 3. Practical embodiment, implementing daily habits that align you with your future successful self. 4. Overcoming the gap, bridging doubt with unwavering consistency and deliberate action. 5. The magnetism of alignment, witnessing how your inner state attracts your outer reality. Now let me impart the ultimate truth. You are not a passive recipient of destiny. You are its master builder. The future you desire is not waiting for you to stumble upon it. It is waiting for you to become it from the inside out. The as-if principle is more than just a technique. It is a fundamental shift in how you relate to your own potential. It empowers you to consciously architect your reality, to sculpt your future not with external struggle alone, but with internal conviction. It puts you firmly in the driver's seat of your life, making you the undeniable author of your story. When you consistently live as if, you embody ultimate power. You control your inner state. You cease to be a victim of circumstances, choosing instead to dictate your thoughts, feelings, and actions. This inner sovereignty is the foundation of all lasting success. You accelerate manifestation. By aligning your internal frequency with your external desires, you remove resistance and create an irresistible magnetic pull. What once seemed distant begins to converge swiftly. You cultivate unshakable faith. Every day you commit to embodying your future self, you deepen your belief in your capacity to achieve. This unwavering faith is the fuel that powers you through any obstacle. You become indispensable. As you act with the confidence, knowledge, and discipline of your future self, you naturally elevate your performance. You become a force, a leader, and an undeniable asset in any field. You experience true fulfillment. This journey isn't just about accumulating things. It's about becoming the greatest version of yourself. The profound satisfaction of living in alignment with your highest vision is its own unparalleled reward. The greatest achievements in history were not born from waiting for external permission or perfect conditions. They were born from an inner conviction, an as-if decision that propelled individuals to act in defiance of their current reality. They believed it first. They embodied it first. And then the world had no choice but to conform to their unwavering belief. So I urge you, begin building your destiny today. Stop waiting for life to happen to you. Start deciding who you are meant to be, and then with every thought, every feeling, and every action, live as if that magnificent destiny is already yours. Become the person who already stands at the pinnacle of your dreams and watch as your world transforms to reflect your inner truth. Remember, your success begins the moment you decide to act.